Hello, Year 11. It's me again, just to talk you through the final section of your Devising Log Section C. So, just like before, we're going to start by setting up our page with our title and our subheading. So, you need to make sure your name is on it, and then it needs to say Devising Log Section C, Analysis and Evaluation, and then those are your 5 subheadings. Now, I have suggested that you analyse 3 key moments. However, 2 is perfectly acceptable. So if you do not have 3 key moments to analyse in your piece, 2 is perfectly acceptable. Now, the other thing that you're going to need in order to be able to do this is your video of your performance. So Mike did send all of these out to you quite a while ago via, I believe, either WeTransfer or Dropbox. So if you look back through your emails, you should be able to find one from mike.lee@St. Chris. However, if you cannot find that, send either myself or Mike an email now asking us to resend you the video, because you cannot do this without that video. Okay, so beginning with your first little paragraph, this is just an overview, so your personal response to the piece. So you need to just sit down first of all and just watch it all the way through. I know that can be quite cringe watching yourself, but just watch it all the way through and then try to answer these questions. So first of all, were you pleased with it as a whole? And it's fine to say that you were, and it's fine to say that you were not. Probably you'll find that there are some parts that you're pleased with and some parts you're not pleased with. Did the piece turn out the way that you wanted it to? So if you think back to when we first started planning these pieces, it was obviously quite a journey, and we started off in a completely different direction, and then we were obviously scuppered by the pandemic. So did the piece in the end turn out the way that you wanted to? And were you happy with your personal contribution to the performance? So don't worry about what everyone else in your group was doing, but just watching yourself, were you happy with what you achieved? Here's an example of the kinds of things that you might write, but obviously this is very personal and very much about your own personal opinion. So try to watch yourself with a critical eye. Pause the video now and have a read of this example, and then try writing your own opening paragraph. Keep it short. It just needs to be a general first response to viewing your performance. Okay, for the main bulk then of this part of your devising log, you're going to be choosing some key moments from your piece and analysing them. If you are specialising in performance, then obviously you are going to choose moments that feature you as an individual. If you are specialising in lighting design, then choose 3 key moments that feature different lighting states. You're going to analyse these in exactly the same way that you analyse the performance in Frankenstein for section C of the written exam. So you're going to look at the vocal and physical performance skills that you're using if you are specialising in performance, or if you are specialising in lighting, you are going to look at the different lighting states that you have created and evaluate how effective those are. I'm going to give you 2 examples. The first one will be from the point of view of a performer, and the second one from the point of view of a lighting designer. So this is a short clip from a GCSE piece from a couple of years ago, and we're going to be focusing on Izzy, which is the main girl that's doing the talking in this piece. So just watch this short clip and then read the analysis and evaluation that follows. So here's the section from Izzy's devising log where she writes about that key moment from her piece. Read it through carefully. Notice where she is describing what she does and then analysing what she does. How does it communicate meaning to the audience? And also evaluating how successful it was. You can see that there are some positive things that she points out and some things that she's less pleased with, but she's critically analysing and evaluating what she did. Okay, so if you're a student that's specialising in performance, all you need to do is choose another 2 or 3 key moments from your piece and analyse them in exactly the same way, evaluating how successful they were. It's fine to say that you're not pleased with what you did, and it's fine to say that you are pleased. So here's an extract from another GCSE devised piece, just a really short little clip, and I'm going to show you how you would write about the lighting design.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Internet.
The Internet.
So again, here is the lighting designers section C of their devising log where they write about the choices that they've made here. Read it through carefully and notice how they describe the different features of their lighting design and then analyse the meaning behind it and what it communicates to the audience, and finally evaluate whether they felt it was successful within the context of the piece as a whole. Okay, so if we now go back to our plan, you can see that we have got the main bulk of section C done. We've given our overview and we've analysed our 2 or 3 key moments from our piece. And so we're just going to finish with a very short conclusion where we reflect on the whole process of this devising. You don't want to make this too long, but use the questions on the screen to help you. Remember that you've encountered lots of difficulties while you've been working on these pieces, and it's really important to point those out to your examiner and critically and thoughtfully explore why and where things might have gone wrong, and to show that you've learnt something from this experience. Once you have finished section C, as long as you've handed in section A and section B, you are completely finished with your devising log. Obviously, I will mark them as a draft, and if there is anything serious that you need to improve, I will let you have the opportunity. Please can you make sure that this section is handed in by Wednesday the 23rd of March, so that gives you around 3 weeks to get this finished. It should be relatively quick to get it done, and don't forget to contact either Mike or me to get a copy of the video if you did not get it last time around. Good luck, work hard, and then you can relax because you have finished all of your written coursework for drama. Yay.